She tried to keep it together, but the cameras don't lie. Cut the moment Yandy crumbled. And it's the spark that's lighting a firestorm between three of reality TV's fiercest women. It all went down during a hyper-sure cast dinner captured live on set. Yandy, usually composed and commanding, suddenly freezes. Her eyes pool with tears. Her breaths become ragged. She slams her glass on the table so hard, it shatters. Enter Rasheeda, stepping closer, voice low. And lethal, you're tripping. And Jessica. She leans in, eyebrow raised, eyes ablaze. The room snaps silent as the tension ripples out. Everyone knows this ain't casual drama. It's personal. It's deep. It's ugly. Rumors say this comes after Yandy exposed something she can't take back. And Rasheeda and Jessica, they're ready to respond with raw retribution. Now the question's hanging in the air. What did Yandy admit? Was it a betrayal or a breakdown? How far will Rasheeda push? Is this the end of their friendship? And Jessica, was she the final straw? Or the one who provoked the break? The clip's gone viral. Fans can't stop rewinding. This is beyond reality TV. It's emotional warfare. Yandy's breakdown wasn't random. It was years in the making. And everyone missed the signs. Esan, let's rewind. Because what happened on camera? That glass-shattering moment, that ugly silence, that tear-soaked chaos, didn't just happen. It was boiling for years. And now the heat has scorched every bridge in sight. The friendship that fell apart. In plain sight, Yandy Smith-Harris and Rasheeda Frost were once a power duo. Business-minded, brand-building moguls, two queens navigating the jungle of reality fame. Fans rooted for them, brands begged for them. They were unbreakable, till Jessica Dime entered the picture. Jessica had history with both women. And Rasheeda had a messy fallout back in season 6. Insults were thrown, wigs nearly snatched. But over time, Jessica worked her way back into Rasheeda's circle. Subtly, strategically. Yandy, why? She was cautious. She kept her distance. And that's when cracks started to form. The beginning of the end, the brunch from hell. Flashback to a cast brunch last season. Yandy confided in Rasheeda about Mendice's legal stresses, her mental health struggles, and feeling isolated. From the group, Rasheeda nodded, listened, seemed supportive. Until footage aired of Rasheeda and Jessica mocking the conversation just hours later. Jessica, sis, always playing victim. Rasheeda, always. That moment broke something. And Yandy fans saw it in her eyes. Heartbreak, then fury. She didn't confront them immediately. She waited, observed, and plotted her response. Rasheeda's growing ego and Jessica's. Puppet Master RL Insider Whispers claimed Rasheeda, fresh off the success of her pressed clothing line expansion, started seeing herself as above the drama. She reportedly told producers, "I don't do messy anymore. I'm about money and moves." But Jessica, she was feeding the mess. Allegedly, she'd been screen-grabbing Yandy's private texts, leaking behind-the-scenes details to blogs, and stirring Rasheeda's ego with shady commentary. Sources on the production crew say, Jessica told a makeup artist, "I'll get Yandy to snap on camera, just watch." And oh, did she? Yandy's emotional armor cracks. Ani had been trying to keep the peace, trying to hold her dignity, trying not to look messy. But fans noticed she started pulling away. She skipped events. She showed up late to filming. She looked visibly uncomfortable around Rasheeda. Meanwhile, Rasheeda and Jessica kept posting joint selfies, flaunting their sisterhood. The subtext was screaming, "Yandy, who?" Fans saw it coming. Social media foreshadowed the EXPLOCO, and Twitter was lit with suspicions. Mon THS before the breakdown. At Real Talk Tasha Yandy, not in those pics. They icing her out. At Messy Mona, Jessica looking like the new Rasheeda. BFF, Yandy Buta, go nuclear. Instagram accounts even noticed Yandy unfollowed Rasheeda quietly. And Rasheeda clapped back with a shady story. Loyalty ain't a word, it's an action. Watch who switch up when they ain't center stage. Now we know Yandy was already spiraling, but she was trying to hold it in, trying to be professional until... Then came the dinner from HL producers allegedly planned a reconciliation. Dinner hoping to repair the tension. Instead, they opened Pandora's box. One source described it. Yandy walked in calm. Rasheeda was cold. Jessica was fake smiling. You could feel the frost through the screen. Jessica made a slick comment about emotional manipulators. Rasheeda didn't defend Yandy, and that's when it all snapped. Cameras caught every tear Yandy tried to walk out. Producers blocked her. She turned, faced the table, said through gritted teeth, "I sat by y'all through your mess, through your husband's cheating, through lawsuits, through pain. And the minute I break Q, call me weak." Q glass slam. The tears came next. Unfiltered, unscripted, real. Now the entire show is at WR&D. This is just the start. Next episode, Rasheeda claps back with accusations about Yandy's marriage. Jessica hints at something about Yandy's past in Atlanta, and a new cast member is joining someone with receipts that'll make everything even messier. That dinner wasn't a war, it was a slaughter. And what Rasheeda revealed next changed everything. Tension reaches boiling point from the second Yandy sat down. The air was electric. Producers had dimmed the lights to encourage honesty. Instead, it unleashed chaos. Rasheeda spoke first. "You, the one who taught me about PR, girl? But now, you out here trying to own me." Jessica leaned in, smirking. It's cute watching Yandy try to play victim when she's the one who orchestrated the moves behind the scenes. Yandy, visibly shaking, gasped. "Oh, now it's that. I've been the backbone for everybody's storyline. I only ever held my tongue." Rasheeda smirked. "Held your tongue? Girl, you been sending those shady texts behind closed doors? You called me worthless for ratings." Yandy's face flushed. Jessica's eyes flickered. This was no longer subtle shade. It was public takedown. Screenshots dropped like bombs at that moment. Rasheeda's phone buzzed. She held it up. "You want receipts," said, voice low. The room leaned in as she played voice notes Yandy sent to a mutual friend. Full of emotional manipulation. "She won't see me hurt unless I make them do it. She thinks I'm fragile. Watch me cripple her next move." The gasps were deafening. Yandy's jaw dropped. Cameras panned. Production intervened, but the moment had already exploded. Yandy's shocking confessions. Seconds later, Yandy snapped back, her voice cracking. "Fine, I never wanted to admit it, but yeah, I told them you'd look weak. I needed them to believe we were okay. Until you showed your fangs first." She looked Rasheeda directly in the eyes. "Do you know what it's like to smile for the cameras? While you're literally planning your own downfall." Jessica interjected, "Girl, don't act like you don't spin narrative better than Oprah." This was the moment the room shattered. Yandy realized she'd crossed a line, and the backlash was instantaneous. The first twist, a hidden voice recording, just when it seemed Yandy had lost control. Rasheeda dropped the real bombshell. "I got the voice memo. You left us on read when you found out about my daughters. Hospital scarce, so you could push your own arc." According to Rasheeda, Yandy saw her child's health scare and used the silence as content fuel. She played the security clip. Yandy's eyes shifted. They darted to Rasheeda's phone. The clip. Yandy walking past the hospital room, face emotionless. Always on her phone while Rasheeda's daughter was in care. The message was clear. Yandy, your branding trumps your empathy. Cast divided. Immediate fallout. Lies began splitting. Instantly, Jessica sided with Rasheeda, haughtily dropping. "You see how this works? Always about her, not about us." Prince Rasheeda's husband glared at Yandy as he passed, not hiding his disgust. Meanwhile, Spice and Erica looked visibly uncomfortable. They both stayed silent, no words, but the look said enough. They've lost faith. Fans online leaped. They tried to frame Yandy as queen. Now she's villain and victim. Rasheeda just served checks with that proof. Yandy's unseen trigger in a leaked private confession cut from the aired episode. Yandy admitted to a key producer, "When I heard Rasheeda doubted my tears, I felt my life unravel. lhhatl wasn't just about loyalty. It was torch time." Her eyes welled again. She confessed she tweeted the DMs out of heartbreak. Yes, but begged not for sympathy, but for vindication. Cliffhanger moment. The silent exit tapped the climax. Yandy stood up, eyes brimming. "I can't do this tonight." She dropped the mic, walked out, shoes clicking on the floor as silence descended. Rasheeda looked unshaken. Jessica smirked victoriously. The cameras lingered as Yandy vanished, heartbroken, enraged, humiliated. Why this moment matters, the hidden voice clip proves betrayal, not rumor. Yandy's confession shows desperation she never cornered. Before, public loyalty shifts with major players already abandoning her. The entire narrative fracturing. Conflict now on multiple fronts. Audience is speechless. Lines have been drawn. Friends turned enemies. And the world knows Yandy snapped, but what she did next was a revenge plot in motion. Rasheeda's cash bomb, Jessica's bombshell secret. This is about to get obliterated. Yandy reclaims the narrative with VNGAC right after. Storming out. Yandy returned not to beg forgiveness, but to drop a truth bomb on everyone. "If you want me to play the victim, fine, but let's talk facts." She held up her phone and read damning receipts. A voice note from Rasheeda. "I'll make sure you don't survive this season without public humiliation." A DM from Jessica. "Heard you're falling apart. If you're soft enough to cry, you're soft enough to sell content." As she spoke, her voice shook with rage and hurt. Tension turned to ice. The financial bombshell from Raji SHATA from somewhere in her purse. Rasheeda pulled out an audited bank statement right in the middle of the set. "Remember when I invested in Yandy's skincare line? I paid over $50,000 out of pocket." Rasheeda detailed how she backed Yandy's brand, funded marketing campaigns, and "You ghosted me when my daughter needed help. I had to pull my funding." And guess what? The product line flopped. After that, the cast members whispered. Producers locked eyes. Nobody expected reality to get this raw on camera. This is becoming war on air. Yandy's face turned pale. She swallowed hard before firing back. "You used me to validate your brand. You don't give, we give. If this is the thanks I get, I'd rather build alone." She turned to Jessica. "Did you tell her to go silent when I had a breakdown? Just so you could say I did it for attention." Jessica responded with a cold laugh. "Let's not pretend your tears weren't 10K views. That's entertainment. Economics, honey." Yandy bristled. This wasn't tears or weakness. It was betrayal at every angle. Shocking twist. Jessica's guardian angel, BACCA, for Age Yandy spoke. Jessica's phone vibrated. Rasheeda snapped a promo-style photo. "Oh, hold up, that's your PR team, babe." Jessica then confessed, almost off camera. "They're worried your breakdown will ruin our show's ratings, but they love the drama." She blinked. "They actually made me stay on set. They said, the more tears, the more subscribers." The room shook. This was more than betrayal. Let was a reality. Producers. Conspiracy to profit off petals falling from a public breakdown. Producers caught in the OPN. The director's chair moved. Lights dimmed. And production audio briefly picked up asterisk. "You see it, right? We're rolling raw. This will break the internet." Cue indie camera panning to crew faces, not shields, but smirks of anticipation. Cast accused them. "So you filmed me falling apart?" And twisted it for engagement. Jessica, eyes wide, nodded. "Yes, it's not my mess. It's yours." And they sold it. The biggest slap. Yandy reveals bedroom text. Yandy scrolled through her phone and whispered, asterisk, "You want disgusting?" She showed the time-stamped texts allegedly between Mendices and Rasheeda. "So your girl's having a public meltdown. Good timing," he said. "The show's falling apart without Yandy's face in it." Gasps rang out. Mendices, in league with producers and Rasheeda. Was this entire setup orchestrated? Who will survive this season? The finale of the dinner filmed like this. Producer desperately trying to stall cameras. Yandy packing up. Tear-stained napkins. Rasheeda sitting tall. Arms folded. Jessica smirking behind cameras. Then Yandy leaned forward. If I'm entertainment, fine. But you'll regret this you'll be exposed to. She walked out. The credits roll. Not even close. Why this MATTR's The Brand Betrayal showcases industry manipulation. Private pain turned public consumption. Rasheeda's cash bomb proves Yandy wasn't just playing victim, she was used as an asset. Jessica's confession reveals how the cast becomes pawns for ratings. The public is seeing the engine behind the show. And they hate what's fueling it. Asterisk Yandy's meltdown isn't just a reality TV scandal, it's a cultural earthquake. Social media's ablaze. Brands are distancing, and insiders are whispering backstage. This could sink Yandy or sink the entire franchise. Social media ERUPTs on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The reactions are savage and relentless. #YandyExposed is trending globally. Fan pages share reels of her breakdown, pointing out producer smirks and questioning her authenticity. INFLUENCERS. Clash some defend her as a victim. Others condemn her as complicit in the exploitation of her own pain. One viral TikTok hit 2 million views with a split screen. Left-right Yandy's tears, reality producers cheering behind cameras caption. If it's for views, is it even real? A Reddit thread blew up. Reality shows manufacture drama at the expense of mental health. They treated Yandy like a storyline, not a human. Celebrity and industry reactons, not even celebs stayed silent. Taraji P. Henson posted, "If tears are your currency, who's paying the price?" #mental health matters. Eva Marcel shared a private DM. Yandy, you deserve respect, not tear-shaped ratings. Tommy Mottola, music industry veteran, tweeted, "Contracts shouldn't commodify emotions. Consent matters." Brands back. Away aggressive elite, major brands glow within beauty and techie. Timepieces abruptly pulled partnerships with Yandy. Their reasoning: we're putting people before promotion. A luxury watch brand reposted an image of Yandy on its wall, but quietly replaced the post after backlash erupted. PR insiders shared. Yandy's image was a halo for brands. Now they're panicking. Love and hip-hop insiders. This could cancel backstage whispers, say a redacted memo circulated outlining concerns. If Yandy's public image drops further, a key cast anchor collapses. Executive producers, according to a source, are internally debating, keep the drama, risk everything, or pivot, recast, and rebuild. One former cast member summed it up. They're asking if Yandy is love and hip-hop. If she falls, does it all fall? Yandy's brand Collapsinage's skincare and wellness line is hemorrhaging. Shelves are being cleared. INFLUENCERS are deleting posts featuring her products. Turned her Instagram shop view count dropped 70% in 48 hours. An anonymous retailer told us Yandy's brand was built on trust. Now it's cracking hard. Audience diva die death. This show's fan base is torn in two camps. Protect the queen, she's raw, she's real, she's not a villain. Producers turned her trauma into trending content. Call out the complicit, but she freely chose to come back on camera. Wasn't she a co-executive producer? She had agency. Every post explodes with debate. Viewers aren't just watching. They're investing emotionally. The final act, prove or PRSH, now insider. Chatter is turning to demands. Yandy needs a public statement, not just Instagram stories, but addresses head-on. She needs a transparency move, ESG donation, therapy session proof. Anything to show this was not about PR. The network is watching too. If Yandy recovers, they can stage a comeback season. She doesn't, it might be time to recast, or at least refocus the show. Just when we thought it couldn't get darker. A secret whistleblower steps forward with hidden footage, another betrayal, and a voice memo that might change everything. The leaked footage that shook lhhatl last night. A mysterious burner account on X posted a 15-second clip with a caption. Y'all don't even know half of what happened behind the scenes. Ask production why they cut this. In the footage, Yandy is seen pacing backstage, talking on a phone, her voice cracked, desperate, and terrified. She says, "They told me if I didn't cry on camera, they'd cut my entire storyline. They said, you either break or you disappear." The audio cuts. Fans exploded. Within minutes, the tag #YandyY setup was trending. Some believe the clip proves she was emotionally coerced, while others ask, was she ever in control of her narrative? Who leaked I? The producer with a conscience? According to a verified DM sent to a fan blog, someone in the post-production team was done watching cast members get manipulated. They leaked it themselves. Now there's a theory swirling. An editor named Alexa, former associate producer, left the show mid-season. He allegedly filed a complaint about emotional coercion, cast manipulation, and narrative tampering. It's been silent ever since until now. One blogger posted, "Alex, if this is you, drop everything. Don't stop. The world's watching." It's Farion diced key, but then it's the biggest betrayal yet. A voice memo surfaces, this time allegedly from Jessica. Dime, recorded mid-season. In it, she says to an unknown recipient, "Yandy's spiraling, and it's good TV. Let her drown. It's not like she helped me when my man cheated. Why should I care?" That memo has not been denied. Jessica has since deleted her Instagram account. Yandy reposted the clip to her story with a single word, "Noted." The final blow. Rasheeda's new deal, while the world waits for Yandy's next move. Rasheeda just announced a new solo project. "I'm stepping into my own light. New series, new business, no distractions." She's allegedly signed a development deal with a rival streaming platform. The twist. The deal is titled Boss Moves, Reclaiming Power. Many fans believe this was all calculated to oust Yandy, burn her story, and rise solo from the flames. If Rasheeda planned this, it's reality chess. Yandy goes silent, but not gonna since the leaks. Yandy's Instagram has gone dark. No posts, no engagement, or frozen. And then just before midnight, she posted a black screen with white letters. "You've seen their version. Now I'll show you mine." The caption, "Coming soon, full story, unfiltered." What happens next? Will Yandy break her silence and expose producers fully? Is the leaked footage reland? Who's leaking? What next? Can Rasheeda's new deal survive the backlash, or was it built on betrayal? Will Jessica return or be replaced permanently? And who's next to fall? Because this drama is far from over. You just witnessed one of the most shocking breakdowns in reality TV history. But the story isn't over. In fact, it's just getting started. And now we need your voice. Let's talk. Right now, drop a comment below and sound off. Do you think Yandy's breakdown was authentic or produced on demand? Did Rasheeda abandon a friend, or did she finally expose a fake? And Jessica, is that voice memo a slip-up or the real her finally showing? This isn't just a TV moment. This is a movement. And your opinion could be the spark that flips the whole conversation. Who leaked the footage? Seriously? Who's leaking this stuff? Is it Alex from production? Is someone on the cast trying to burn bridges? Or is this all one giant setup for a redemption arc? We need your theories. Drop them in the comments and tag a friend who's just as obsessed as you are. And if you think this drama is over, think again. Next week, the full voice memo drops. Rasheeda's new Boss Moves trailer is set to premiere, and Yandy's lhhatl vlog is already being filmed. You do not want to miss it. So here's what you need to do. Hit that like button if you think this drama just turned historic. Subscribe so you don't miss the next leaked clip, confession, or clapback. Tap the notification bell so you're the first to hear what Yandy reveals next. Because one thing's for sure, this story ain't over. It's evolving and you're watching it unfold in real time.